Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co., and these are the games being added to my collection for the month of March 2025. As usual, these are based off the games that I played in February of 2025, or I guess the month before, I should say. As usual, it's based on the games I played the month before, which would be February, but these are the games being added to my collection, and it's going to be a short video. I think this video is probably going to come in like 4 or 5 minutes. There's not a lot to go over, which is good, because if you watch the last 2 videos in this series, there were too many games being added to my collection. But it also means that because it's like a 4 or 5 minute video, I will probably be having this video paired up with my month in review. So go ahead and check out my month in review if you want to go ahead and see that. But past that, let's talk about the games being added to my collection for March. To that end, we have a few just general notes. First of all, as far as the games leaving my collection, if you checked out the video of games leaving my collection, there were 4 games that left my collection this month. And again, to be clear, that means there are a lot of games left, but most of them are passing through. 4 games actually left my collection. That would be Motor City, Grand Carnival, Sphinx, and Verdant. You can go ahead and watch my video there if you want to see more thoughts on those, but those are the 4 games that left my collection. As far as the games being added, we have a few, but first I have special mention on 2. The first special mention goes to Dead Cells. Dead Cells is one that I've started playing through, and I don't think it's going to be a keeper for me. I like it, but I kind of just like other games in that, that roguelite genre, Slay the Spire. In fact, one other we'll be talking about today, I like other games more that do that kind of vibe. I'm still deciding right now. There'll eventually be a review, but I need to play it more, but I don't imagine it's going to be staying. But I gave it a special shout out. There's lots of games that don't stay, but I would say that most of the time I usually know whether I like it or I don't, and Dead Cells is in the middle, so it kind of gets a maybe for right now, but probably leaning towards not keeping that one, despite enjoying it, just, picking and choosing which games to keep. The other one that's going to get a special mention is Architects of Amyitis. That's another one that I've had a chance to play this one on Board Game Arena. One thing I like to do is I tend to play like 20, 30 new games a month just on, that's too many, that's not true. I tend to play like maybe 10 new games a month on Board Game Arena just for the sake of sampling different things. And Architects of Amyitis is one that I've played like 3 or 4 times now, and to the point that I was debating whether it's one I want to add or not. For right now, I think I'm just happy to continue playing it on Board Game Arena. The nice part is it handles the scoring for you, and I like the game, but I like that the scoring is handled for me, so for right now it kind of goes into the we'll see category, but I think I'm not seeking out a physical copy at the moment, but I still will be playing it more on Board Game Arena, but because I will be playing it more, I figure it does get a special mention. As far as the 2 games that are being added to my collection, we have, 2. The first is Link City. Link City is one that you've probably already seen the review on the channel. I say probably as if you've watched all the videos. You may have seen a review on the channel, but I reviewed Link City, and it's one that I thoroughly enjoy. It's very much a party style game, a game of trying to come up with a combination similar to a game like Alibis, like So Clover, Codenames, all of that, but I like the vibe of what it's doing. I don't think it'll have staying power compared to other games like it, but at least for right now, I'm very much enjoying Link City, and it's an easy keeper, at least for now. The other one is Rise of Mythos Cthulhu, or Rise of Myth. I keep saying Rise of Mythos, but it's Rise of Myths Cthulhu. This is a game that's actually coming up on crowdfunding soon, or already by the time you watch this video, depending. But speaking of Slay the Spire-esque or Dead Cells-esque style games, Rise of Myths Cthulhu is very much that. You are playing as investigators going through a roguelite where you're going to have to take down various, elder minions and whatnot, eventually try and take down Cthulhu. You will die along the way, but you will get stronger as you go through multiple runs. So it has that roguelite style to it as you get better and better at building up your deck and taking down the monsters. It still is early days on this one, so take it with a little asterisk that who knows, but the same way Dead Cells falls in the category where I need more plays, but I'm leaning towards no, Rise of Myths falls into the category that I need more plays, but I'm very much leaning towards yes. From what I've played of it so far, I really enjoy the deck building aspect to it, as well as the way it handles the progression. Feels very Slay the Spire-esque while being totally different in the actual implementation and execution, and so I'm really liking Rise of Myths Cthulhu, at least so far, and that is almost certainly being added to the collection. That's it. That's the entire video. Past that, we get to the recap part. The recap is the end of video recap, which is if you watched the last video, for this year I was currently up 16 games as of last video, so my collection in 2025 has grown by 16 games, but with 4 leaving in my games leaving the collection video, and 2 being added in this video, that brings us down by 2, so we're up to 14 games net positive this year. I will also say I've played a few bangers in March, and that means March's video, when we go fast forward to April's video of the games being played in March, there are going to be a bunch added. The only question is whether I'll be able to get rid of a bunch as well to match. Anyways, until next time, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.